Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another 2v2 quick battle. And this time I'm playing with PharohoWar. You can find his channel in the description. We played a number of battles, but this was by far the most fun of the battles. And so if we pause to look here, we'll go over the army comps of our completely vanguarded Beastmen force. And we took a huge gamble here, betting they would deploy left, but they did deploy right, which is very bad for us. I have a main line here of Gore Herd. I have a flanking force of 3 Ungor Herd who have stock, so they're invisible. I have 2 Ungor Raiders. And then over here I do have 4 Centaurs with great weapons and a poison warhound. My ally, PharohoWar, has 4 harpies right here. He's got 6 Centaurs with, I believe, he's got 5 Centaurs with great weapons over here, and 2 Centaurs with great weapons over here. You can see we both have Khazrak, because he's vanguardable. And so we'll be running and trying to snipe some lords with those guys. And over here I do have the Bray Shaman of Wild on his chariot, so you can catch up. And his map-wide vigor buff will affect both me and PharohoWar, so definitely a powerful ability there. Let's go over, as the artillery flies, we'll go over the enemy army compositions. Here you can see the dwarf has a kind of front line of 2 rangers and 2 thunderers. As his melee force, he has 3 dwarf warriors, chevroned up to silver rank. He's also got just a regular lord on foot. He's got dragonback slayers, regular slayers, 2 grudge throwers, and 2 cannons. So huge artillery component, brave against the beastmen. You can see them taking pot shots at my centaurs right now. Really nothing I can do about that. I'm just glad he's not firing at my main line. And that is the dwarf. The dwarf also has the gyro bomber. So great to see this unit. Very fun to use. His ally, the Empire, has a main line here of swordsmen with the Sigmar's sons holding up the middle. He's got 2 great swords over here, and then in the back they have 2 demigryph knights with halberds. So if we do it right, our centaurs with great weapons will tear through these guys and really put a hurt on the Empire. He does have just a general of the Empire in the air, and with a potion, you see, so he has a potion right there. And yeah, so we'll get started right away. You can see the harpies coming in to shut down the ranged fire. Centaurs going around the flank, and my Gore Herd's just trying to rush in the middle. You can see these guys just getting devastated by volleys from the Thunderers. The Empire also does have a light wizard somewhere. Yeah, right here. So definitely have to be aware of that. You can see my Centaurs breaking around the flank. My first Gore Herd getting punished, but these harpies are going to come in and silence them soon. Steam tank here, taking some pot shots at the Centaurs. But man, this is just so much fun. Look at those Thunderers just get torn apart, thrown around by the harpies. Which is going to let my Gore Herd get in here pretty unscathed. One of them took a bit of damage. You can see the gyro bomber taking shots at my Centaurs. But the goal here is just to distract, so his larger cavalry force can kind of get around the flanks. And here I'm just posturing, trying to prevent these swordsmen from swinging around too quickly. And you can see now, with the help of the harpies, the Gore Herd are getting in here. And you can see Khazrak is going to start laying down the law for this lord. And you can see Call of Violence dropping. Does this dwarf lord have a potion? Where is he? Yeah, he does. So, something to be aware of, and he does have the Fiery Ring of Thori, so definitely an interesting pick there. You can see one Centaur got in, and here you can just see these Centaurs just mobbing these demigryph knights, and there's really nothing they can do. There's too much armor-piercing damage here for them to really survive, and so they're just getting in there. Over on this side, you see my Centaurs have completely circumnavigated the Empire player, and his great swords are trying to get into the fight. But my Centaurs here have a great path right onto these Rangers. So that is definitely what I'm looking for. And you can see here, this lord just getting beat down by Khazrak and his poison whip. But these Slayers are coming in here, and they're going to do pretty decent against these guys. My Ungor Raiders here still in reserve. Not really a good target for them. They could be firing at the steam tank, but I'll just be moving them up here soon. And you can see I forgot about these Ungor, but they are running to catch up. And you can just see how badly these Demigryphs get just destroyed. And over here I have some Centaurs, but the General of the Empire is hunting them down slowly. But I did get into these Rangers, and I'll be doing some really good damage. You can see a Devolve dropping down here. You can see the Lords just getting mobbed. My Brave Shaman of the Wild in here with the Slayers. You can see these Harpies finally getting scared off, but they're doing their job. And you can see these Gore Herd in here against the Slayers. So this is definitely a good fight for me. I can do some good damage to these guys with a rather cheap unit like Gore Herd. You can see my Centaurs do rout from this battle. They're not going to win that, but that's not really the point. The point is of those Centaurs was at least to just distract, and they're doing that very well. You can see these Ungor Raiders opening fire, and these guys got a little stuck on this fight. But you can see we're mobbing this Dwarf Lord, and he really does not have a chance at this point. Between two Khazraks, you can see all of his artillery got shut down here by the Vanguard rush, and I'm popping some Vile Tides here on the Swordsman. Over here, what's being dropped? Time Warp, so boosting these guys' effectiveness. Interesting use of the Light Wizard. You can see here I pulled my Ungor Raiders around to the side, and they're going to be peppering these guys in the back. Between that and a Devolve, these guys' leadership is just going to hit the floor. Well, not the Sigmar Sons, of course. You can see it still got Ungor Herd in reserve, and now these two are wavering. You can see not much left of the Dwarf. He's got some Rangers over here. He's got some Dwarf Warriors, some Slayers. The Dwarf Lord is shattered, and you can see we just have free range of the back lines. Some Thunderers came back, but I'll be moving these Centaurs in soon. There you can see those Swordsmen rout. Now we just got to kill the Sigmar Sons and the Slayers. Over here you can see the Slayers did win against the Gore Herd, but they took tremendous damage. So definitely a good trade for me over there. That Ungor Herd just kind of mobbing the steam tank. I don't really mind what happens to them, as long as the steam tank is not shooting into my more valuable units. Over here you can see a net drop to catch these Centaurs, and a Vile Tide, and then also a Devolve. So these guys, all their leadership is going to be hit. They're going to get that rear charge penalty, and they're just going to rout off the field. There you can see shattering that Swordsman, shattered that Swordsman. There go the Great Swords as well. And all the heroes here just instantly shattered because of that Devolve and the army losses. Man, this is just the all Beastmen Vanguard build. Oh, it's so incredible. And in 2v2, it's very difficult to communicate. So this strategy can work even better because the two enemy opponents can't really already have a plan unless they guessed that it was going to happen. There you can see dropping a Vile Tide just to speed up all my units to finish off this battle. You can see these Sigmar Sons with their cool green shield design. The Gore just running away from them as we kind of mob towards the steam tank. They send dudes flying. It's a good screenshot. So this was super fun to play. We really took a gamble on that left side, and it did not work out. But the Thunderers really didn't get to fire much, and neither did the artillery. Because you'll see, the artillery just got like maybe 50 kills between all four of them. I mean, it was mostly on the cannons. So really, just that Vanguard just butchering the dwarves. And there goes the steam tank, and now it's just. There we go. So Pyrrhic victory. Maybe not quite. We still had a lot of troops left, but you can see here one of these Centaurs racking up 103 kills, definitely pulling their weight. My main line doing okay. Brave Shaman of the Wild and the Khazrak doing their job, getting rid of that Dwarf Lord. You can see good kills on one of these Ungor Raiders. Definitely didn't micro them as effectively as I could. And we'll go take a look at Pharaoh. Yeah, you can see these Centaurs got a ton of XP chevrons. Some of those must have been from prior to the battle, but I'm sure this one, Silver Chevron, with 44 kills. Killing some demigryphs is a great way to boost up the chevrons because they were worth so much. They're such a high value target. You can see just these Centaurs getting around the flanks, really getting where they need to. And these Harpies even got some decent kills here. So we'll go look over here. You can see these swordsmen not doing very well. The great swords underperforming just because they got rear charged by so many Centaurs with great weapons. And Demigryph Knights just getting shut down as well. But 100 kills on this steam tank. Tore through a whole gore unit. I mean a whole Centaur unit and an Ungor unit. And you can see, I feel like this army definitely would have benefited from a Jade Wizard here instead of the Light Wizard. Or maybe even bring both if you really want the net, because the lifeblood on the Demigryph Knights and the steam tank, if you can cluster them, is just incredibly cost effective, because you can heal these units so much. Easy Pete here. You can see Rangers 0, Thunderers 0. These Thunderers only got 4 kills. Oh man, just like shut down. You can see 20 kills on each cannon, and these Gridshellers got nothing. Yeah, really lucky that he brought so much ranged troops. It really made this Vanguard deployed army devastating. And maybe even the left spawn, or the fact that they went to the right, helped us because we got to rush at the side of the Dwarf player, and the Empire player had to swing all the way around the side just to help him out. And by that time we had dealt with all of the infantry, we had dealt with the Lord, and dealt with the artillery. So definitely a very fun game, and hopefully we see I want my hat back and Easy Pete again in quick battle. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and that's that.